Hello, this is comedian Flame Monroe, and I am a comedian that happens to be transgender. I'm coming to you today to speak about the whole Dave Chappelle backlash that he's receiving from his latest Netflix special, The Closer. First of all, I thought that Dave Chappelle was hilariously funny on this special. He did touch on a lot of truths and he stepped on a lot of toes. But a lot of the things that he said needed to be said and were very true. I hate that my LGBT we have to come to the table with an open mind, no attitude, and Dave Chappelle did something that needed to be done. He has opened up a conversation that needs to be had between us and them so we can let down this divider so that there won't be no us and them. They will just be us. I have a dog in the fight for several reasons. I'm a comedian, I'm transgender, and I'm black. And he touched on a lot of racism in this country. What you need to understand that if I'm pulled over by the police, they don't know that I'm transgender, or they don't see that first. They see my black skin. I'm in the same plight with every other black American in this country, and Dave Chappelle was trying to shed a light on that, but we keep intaking things to make things what we want them to be as opposed to what they actually are. Yes, Dave Chappelle spoke about a lot of things that we find a little offensive or what have you, but instead of jumping on his case and canceling him, the transgender and the gay community needs to start educating the youth. So many young gay and transgender people have no idea who Sylvia Rivera or Marsha P. Johnson is, who were soldiers, generals on the battlefield many years ago in order to open up doors that we can afford some of the opportunities that we have now that we did not have 20 years ago. Hear me when I tell you that there is two sides of history. There's the disgruntled, angry, bitter side that will never go forward, and there's the side that we have a transgender state senator, Sarah McBride. We have MJ Rodriguez just made history as the first trans woman to ever be nominated for an actress. Which side of history do you want to be on? Let's have a conversation with some real people about what Dave Chappelle has said, because Dave stepped on a lot of toes and I thought that it was brilliantly funny. I am a huge fan of Dave Chappelle's, and I also support the LGBTQIA plus community wholeheartedly when it's something that is detrimental to our capacity. Some of the things he said is not detrimental. It was a teaching moment. And like Dave Chappelle said, where's the lie? Because just like him, ain't shit wrong with me. I just look like this.
There we go. Those of you who are familiar with Dr. T.S. Johnson, he is Associate Professor of African Studies at Cal State University in Fresno. And after seeing the special himself and reading a lot of the